Hi guys, Dr. Tata here and welcome back to Doctor's Gaming and welcome to another session of Monster of the Month, the Curse of Strahd series that has been the longest running for me personally at least. My characters are very deep into it, so I'm looking forward to having a nice chat with them today. You guys have been seeing some of their campaign unfolding in the last few weeks. As I have only been really streaming this from level 6 or level 5 for them, but we are going to see how it goes today. I have some good news hopefully for Monday's session. It is being revamped and being reworked, so we'll hopefully have a true session there as well. Let's check if everything's working on YouTube, Twitch, almost working. I've almost got all the things I want. But yeah, let's head straight into it and figure out what these players are doing today. They are about to head to the Abbey of St. Markovia, hopefully. We only have 3 players today. One of them is sick, but that is all fine. We can play with 3 players any day. Alright, let's see. Where is my Discord? My Discord is over here. And I'll mute myself.
Going on this quest to find these people. Oh shit, there's some mist and now you're not there anymore.
Yep.
That
Fuck
sounds
the
like
story.
that sounds like Curse of Strahd to me.
Yep, exactly. I'm saying if this Vandalver isn't free anymore after the 7th or whatever,
then you're sending them
I'll
to
just-
Barovia.
yeah, I'll just buy Curse of Strahd and they won't even know. I'll just be like, okay, and you're not on the Sword Coast anymore.
Exactly.
You went through some shady mist and now you're in Barovia.
It's
I won't
very
even tell them.
Yeah, it's very easy to just roleplay it like, oh, something strange happened. Now you're somewhere else.
Yeah.
That's very true. All right. Anyone willing to take over Roland for today, or are we just having Roland stay in the town for the day?
I think we're having Roland stay in the town. I think it's way
It's
too much
easier.
to deal with.
Yeah, Monk is very difficult to deal with as well. And it's also, since each of your characters are now well established, I would also agree that we'll have Roland stay in town. If bad things happen, we'll hope he's back in time. But we'll see how it goes. Alright, so last where we left off, you had all arrived in the village of Kresk after helping the Wizards of the Wine with their little problem. I say little, but it was a big druid problem. To you it was little enough, but to them it was quite a big problem.
Yeah.
No,
nothing.
And you dealt with the plants that had been attacking and laying siege to the winery and learned about Babala Saga. Babala Saga being perhaps Strahd's mother, and she having sent these druids and these twig blights into the winery to try and either poison the wines or just get the wine production to stop. Also looking for these 3 gems that are scattered somewhere over Barovia. You, Beatrice, narrowly escaped from Yesterhill, where these druids' encampment is, and you almost met with Strahd one more time. Being chased out of the woods by 15 wolves was quite a exhilarating moment, but you went through all that and met Io, a werewolf that has been banned from the clan that lives close to Kresk. Io has similar goals to what you have, trying to get to Kresk for reasons on his own. Rictavio has trained you all up as much as he could and gave you one final fight between each other before he left for perhaps the Amber Temple. That's what he mentioned. You've all participated in the feast, had a bit of conversation. Well, actually, some of you participated in the feast, some of you went to sleep early, and have had a long rest in one of the houses in the village. You could either have slept. Yep. Huh?
No, nothing. Apparently, according to the rules, I still have disadvantage on stealth checks. Because I don't meet the strength requirement of the armor I'm wearing.
Ah. So you don't have proficiency
That's
in that
interesting.
armor? What kind of armor do you have?
I have splint, but because I have 11 strength,
Yeah, splint. Yeah, that would explain it.
Yes, and my walking speed is 20 because of this.
Ouch. That
Yeah,
that's painful.
that's what happens when D&D Beyond turns into a huge rules lawyer.
I still love D&D Beyond. Don't you dare.
I'm just saying.
Good to know.
Though technically, if I just change one spell, it all fixes itself.
Then I would suggest you do that. Because it is.
Uh,
Oh, you can't choose spells, can you? Well,
I like that's if you'll allow me to change one spell over.
we'll talk about it after the session, I guess.
Yeah, that's fine.
All right. So each of you have elected to sleep wherever in town. I've just put you in some of the houses. I think Io and Beatrice, you enjoyed the. Well, I hope you enjoyed the feast that Dmitry Kreskova um, set out for you. He was obviously most of the evening telling you how proud he was and what work he had done. So what would you like to do?
Whoops. No,
Are you on your?
shooting my elbow at the ceiling.
Are you? Are you back in your phone again?
No, I'm not.
Okay.
Uh, let's see. I think that it's time for us to head to this monastery. We've been screwing enough around long enough, especially now that Strahd knows that we're here.
Yes. Rictavio had arrived this morning, Evelyn, and told you and Roland that he was leaving and trying to distract Strahd, so that Strahd can follow him instead of come to the village towards you.
That doesn't mean we don't have time to screw around.
No, it doesn't mean that you don't have time to screw around. That's true. Beatrice and Io?
I only want to
Oh,
do.
lol. Sorry.
Oh, he was muted.
Go
You were
ahead, go
muted.
ahead.
You were muted. That's why.
Yeah. Go ahead,
Um,
Beatrice.
no, I just want to do like some stuff like getting like fair coats for the rest of the party, and I will get one for Aurelius also. So I will ask Anna. Maybe also get like some wine for us
Okay.
because we're gonna need it for sure the next days.
Yep.
And
Probably.
I'm gonna ask.
We already get like werewolf coats or something.
These are just fur coats.
And I think I'm gonna ask Anna
Mhm.
and the guards if they've seen someone that looks like Vasily inside the village.
Ah. Okay. Inside the village itself, they
Yeah.
Anna Kreskova would definitely know of Vasily van Holtz. She would say that he comes and visits every now and then, mostly heading towards the abbey. Um, but he sometimes does come through the town. Is that something that we need to be concerned about? Uh, The the van Holtz have always been uh, an, a welcoming family, and my husband certainly would never try and insult any nobles.
So he is allowed here because he's from royal origins from Valaki.
Yes, yes, he's royal blood. Royalty goes very deep here and goes beyond centuries. In fact, we can trace a lot of our lines back many generations. And
Uh,
my
I
husband is very particular about royalty and royal blood.
I think I'm not gonna say anything because I don't want to upset her.
Okay.
Or
But I'm gonna
maybe not induce panic.
Yeah, but I'm gonna. I mean, Evelyn, if she's not there, I'm gonna tell her for sure what I.
Yeah, it depends on where you guys are and who slept where. I'm not gonna I'm not gonna figure out who's sleeping where. But in the morning, you'll probably find her busy with certain things, and since you've asked her to do a few things, she will. I'll need some time to get the fur coats and the wines together. But if you give me half an hour, I can get it together.
Oh, and we might need some rations for the people,
Oh,
the hungry people.
unfortunately, we do not have per se stock of extra food. We generally, if we need to eat, we slaughter a pig, we slaughter a chicken. We always have fresh supplies. We don't really have rations per se. What hungry people are you referring to?
The ones at the Abbey?
Oh, oh. The, she'll breathe a heavy sigh of not relief, but well, unfortunately, those poor souls aren't allowed outside. They're a danger to the village. I can't share the food with them because if I start sharing the food with them, then our villagers might start suffering. There are way too many of them in there.
So they're basically the cats of Barovia.
The
You feed a
Belleviews.
cat, you'll never get rid of it.
Yeah, basically. Yeah, I won't repeat that one, Vinyl. That one would be a bit too lewd. I would also agree with that. She wants me to figure out who's sleeping with whom in the village.
Well, that would be scandalous.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. There's already a pregnant woman. You don't want more pregnant people, do you?
Wait, what?
Yeah, the house that Beatrice was sleeping in has got a woman named Demira Yolensky. She's a few months along.
Okay. That's good to know.
Yeah, exactly.
People are having babies.
Exactly.
It's normal.
It's normal. It's a normal thing to do.
How does that work for humans like does it works for elves?
You got
I really want to give up. I regret that conversation option.
yeah.
Can I
Do you want to
can I
tap? Do you want to
redo
tap
that?
out of that one? Unless you're gonna explain to us how.
Instant regret.
Yeah. Unless you want to explain to us how the difference between elves and humans are. And
No, it's
just
like Av doesn't know how that works for humans. Does it work the same?
I think it works the same for all humanoid races.
I think so too.
Well, that's disappointing.
Yes. All right.
This
So
is a strange conversation.
it's a very strange conversation, glossing all over that. So Beatrice, after about a half an hour, it's still earlyish in the morning, but Anna is able to get you the things you need, um, minus some of the rations, unless you're wanting
Okay.
to get um, a few pigs slaughtered for fresh food.
I
I
mean,
mean,
what? Why
we
not?
have also, but we do also have rations, so I guess we could use some in case we had to feed some of them to
Isn't
move inside, I guess.
isn't us using the rations like the same as us not using the rations? Like we're still feeding them. They don't know where the food comes from. Like animal wise, the animal wouldn't know.
Yeah, but you're not talking about an animal. You're talking about a mongrel folk. But you don't know
Animal like.
animal like. Okay. Yeah, what I'm trying to say, what Beatrice is trying to say is there's not enough food to share between the villagers and the mongrel folk, and Anna would like to keep as much food as possible for her own villagers, not the inhabitants of the abbey.
Oh, the plan was just using the food as a distraction to get inside, not actually feeding them all right now.
Yeah, we won't feed them all, but it's still we need some extra food, perhaps. We do have our own rations though, so I'm thinking maybe we can use some of the rations that we have instead of like asking Anna for to make extra food.
Yeah,
Yes,
I don't think I
I
ever used rations, so I don't see why.
yeah, I have a lot of rations.
Yep, D&D 5e likes to give us tons of rations and tons of. Ooh, do you have torches?
I have
You
one.
you used a
We
lot of
gave
your
them all
torches.
to you.
Yeah, you used a lot of torches to make your arrows. So he's got one. Io's got the one. You've used all of your other arrows, your other torches.
Ah, man. It's like, oh, new character. Mean that you have an absurd and an unnecessary amount of torches.
No,
Fortunately not.
no. He's been living living with his well, actually, yeah, he's been in exile for a while, so no.
All right.
All right.
Okay, so are we going to the Abbey?
Yes.
All right. So you
Great,
see,
let's go.
yeah, in the early morning here, you can see that this is a switchback road that hugs the cliff. This cliff is, or the switchback road is 10 feet high and covered with loose gravel and chunks of broken rock. The ascent is going to be slow and somewhat treacherous. Beatrice, you have no idea, by the way, how, in the first place, you got up to that abbey. Because seeing this in daylight, or we'll say Barovian light, because that's not daylight, you see that this is a twisty, curvy road, and the sheer cliffs are like 100 feet up to the next level, 100 feet up to the next level. But it's doable just by keeping on the track, right? So I'll put you over without rolling to the map, and I'll try and find you in a second because I've got a big map here. Boom, boom, boom. Alright, but yeah, you see here, these lines show you the elevation that you're heading. Now, this early morning, a little bit of snow fell during the night, so there is some snow on the treetops, and a little bit of snow melting on the ground, but it's not freezing cold just yet. But Evelyn, you do have an new fur coat. Io, I'm assuming, did you take the coat, or what are you gonna do with the fur coat?
No, I'm a werewolf.
Are you gonna change into a werewolf?
I'm just gonna hack it. I'm just gonna.
Hey.
I live here.
Oh, okay, so you're
I'm
gonna you wanna be
I'm used to this weather.
Oh. Oh, you're used to this weather then.
Conditioned.
Aha. All right. That's what you're telling me. So Beatrice, you've got an extra coat.
Okay.
But I think
But I
that's the
mean,
one
if
you
you want to give it to me, I'll take it.
I had asked for an extra one anyway for Aurelius because I don't know if he
Yeah.
has one. So,
So I mean you've got two extra coats is what I meant to say.
okay.
Take one. Let me put it on. Maybe it's very fashionable. I don't know.
Yeah, what do these coats look like?
I'll give you the pink one.
There we go.
Oh, it's my third favorite color.
A normal werewolf. There's no such thing as a twilight werewolf, and he will never be a twilight werewolf. I can tell you that much. Sorry, chat is weighing in on which werewolf you are.
Hello. D&D werewolf.
Yeah, you're a
I
D&D
really
werewolf.
hope not the Twilight kind.
Definitely not the twilight
Ah.
kind. No offense.
I mean, I think you need a charisma score of 18 at least to be a Twilight werewolf.
Yeah, and looks that could kill a person.
All right, so your road is leading you this way. So you can move yourself on the map if you can see yourself. Can you see yourself? It's probably the first question I have to say.
Yeah.
Good. I think global illumination is working. So, but yeah, you start taking this winding road up towards what you can see high above the mountain is the abbey. The road and the mist, as per always, starts returning. A little bit cold, but not superficially cold. And you start winding up this path, taking your 20, 30 minutes per side, starting to breathe a little bit heavier, getting that adrenaline rushing. And you see the road from the village climbing above the mist to a wide ledge on which this abbey is perched, and this light dusting of snow covering the trees and the rocky earth. You can feel up here it is a little bit less, we'll say, um, warm. Here we go. But it is a spectacular view from up here. The gravel road passes between two small stone outbuildings that you can see in front of you, to either side of which stretches a 5-foot high, 3-foot thick wall of jumbled stones held together with mortar. Blocking the road are iron gates attached to the outbuildings by rusty hinges. So a gate over here, and these two outhouses between them. I say outhouses, but outbuildings, sorry. Just give me a second.
Can we just go inside, or do we need to wait?
Esmeralda told me that the two guards are Otto and Siegfried, so I guess we can mention her and we can mention Aurelius and that we're visiting,
Yep.
and they
So
will hopefully let us.
hopefully, yep. So the gates themselves appear to be unlocked, and viewed from the gates, the stone abbey is quiet. There are two wings joined by 15-foot high curtain walls. So there are two wings in this abbey. One to your immediate right, and then curving around to the bigger left-hand side one that has two floors. Beatrice, you remember visiting that bigger one. A belfry protrudes from the rooftop of the closer north wing, which also sports a chimney billowing grey smoke. You all standing here for a few seconds catching your breath can hear heavy breathing coming from the two outbuildings in front of you.
Okay, well, I guess I'll approach and say, good morning.
Who's there? Hello. You hear someone waking up, and you see two shapes starting to lumber out of these buildings.
We're here to see the Abbot.
Visitor? You see this strange looking shape coming out from the one door. He, she, it is huddled with this strange whitish orange cloak. But as they are walking towards you, you see they have a lot of these animal traces to them. They're currently peeking out. And
Hello.
hello. I would just want to see if this one's a he or she, because I always get confused between which one's the he and which one's the she. Okay, here we go. He. This one looks like he's a dwarf, but he's beardless. And he's got patches of donkey flesh covering his face and body. His feet are in the shape of a lion, and his one ear is human and his other ear is wolf-like. And he's got this protruding mouth, like a wolf's mouth. Hello, I'm Otto.
Hello. We are here to see the Abbot, please.
Okay.
I'm just whispering to Brett. I'm really holding myself from killing this thing out of mercy.
Yes, it is very disgusting.
I'm whispering this.
Yeah, but that-
Yeah.
I
course.
think I was also whispering it back. I just want to, because I see this is not giving the full image of Otto, and I love the full images of Otto and Siegfried. So let me see if I can find. Actually, do they have it under the art? Hopefully, they have it under the art.
It's supposed to be like under player handouts.
Yeah, most likely. Oh, they don't have it. That sucks. But yeah, so this one, I'll share it in a second. You also see then coming from the other direction, another. It's very, very difficult to see this, but a female. She has this. She's according to this her left side of her face is covered with these lizard scales. Her left hand is also covered in these scales. The right with tufts of grey wolf fur, and between these tufts is pale human skin. One of her eyes is that of a feline, and her fingers and hands resemble those of cat paws, the ones that aren't covered in lizard skin. She, you can hear, has a deeper voice than Otto, who seems to be braying a lot. Otto, what do they want? And she's,
Abbot,
oh yeah, come in, follow us. Otto is gonna stand still and say, first, who quickest? Who quickest?
I don't know.
That would be me, I guess.
Come here.
With your splint armor.
Yeah, with your splint armor.
Let's ignore that for now.
Yeah, you're the one that told me, so you're gonna be using that disadvantage.
Ah, crap. No, the stealth disadvantage. Not. I'm talking about the movement one.
Yeah, no. Right, so I'm giving you. Here we go. There is the one that's telling you. Actually, no. The second one, the one with the shovel, is the one that's telling you, come closer, come closer. I am beautiful, yes?
Yeah.
Yes.
Very beautiful.
Ah.
Yeah. Agree. Like giving her like, agree with me. Agree with me.
Yeah, so make a
Face.
persuasion check. I'm beautiful.
Persuasion.
Yep. As they
I'd go with deception.
Okay, you can go with deception. So as they open this gate, you can hear this large creaking, screeching sound as they open the gate. So if you,
Whoops.
Yeah.
It's 13.
all right. Yes. It's the Franimals. Me, you, race. Show I fastest, okay? I'm most beautiful, I fastest.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure. So, Abbott?
She'll point to down the road. You see there's a little graveyard here towards your right, and then the road leads to a large gate. First race, then me take you to courtyard. Then we take you Abbot.
Race?
Race. I fastest. I know. I am the most beautiful. I am the most fastest.
Do you mind then? It's like she removes her armor.
It's gonna take you 10 minutes to remove your armor. More than 10 minutes to remove your armor.
Well, if I can't be the fastest with this heavy armor, can I?
Make a persuasion check. Siegfried, you will see comes out. Beatrice, she says, I'm Siegfried. Come in. No judge.
24.
Nice. No judging. You judge me?
Didn't say anything, friend.
I see you judge me.
Okay.
Come in. What race? Yeah. And she leads you into the abbey. So yeah, Beatrice and I, you can see here, there are stunted pine trees growing out of the rocky earth in this graveyard, and near the foundation on the abbey's north wing. So this over here is the abbey's north wing. The windows of the structure are cracked panes of leaded glass, and ancient gravestones burst from a thin crust of snow in the yard. Beyond the low wall that surrounds the graveyard, the ground falls away, and you can see the village 400 feet below, and the view, like I said before, is breathtaking.
I can go like Keanu Reeves and say, "You're breathtaking."
Alright, so you're gonna take the 10 minutes here to take off your armor.
Yep.
Alright, so
That's fine.
Otto will take his lumpy body and will go sit in the ground, scratch his face with his foot, and just at some point probably eat his toenails and wait for you. Oh wait, I'm smart, I'm beautiful, I'm fast.
I'll pick up his armor and carry it for him.
Evelyn's armor, her.
You're talking about
Yeah,
Avalon.
her.
Yeah.
Yeah, Evelyn's armor. Yeah.
All right. Beatrice,
Right then.
is there anything you want to do?
I want to have a look from the top, and I'm
Mhm.
gonna ask Ayo if he recognizes any places.
I love it that I only lost 2 AC by removing my armor.
Then why have you
Just
never
says
removed
how,
your armor
how
before?
pointless wearing heavy armor is on a high
Exactly.
dex character.
Sorry, Beatrice, what were you saying?
I want to have a look from the top all over
Mhm.
Barovia, and I will ask also Ayo if he recognizes any places
So yeah, this
that I
How
one,
tall
haven't
are
been yet.
how
these
tall are these walls?
they're about 3 feet tall, so you're definitely able to. It's about waist height or just above the waist.
Okay, and is there from this position anything that I recognize? Well, this is Kresk right here below
Yeah.
us.
That is crashed right below you. You don't recognize the forest and things. Beatrice, looking over this, you recognize some of the forests leading towards the Wizard of the Wines, and deeper in. There is another mountain range really far away. You can see from this vantage point it is covered in complete and utter snow. That one is the one that has been mentioned as what's the mountain's name again? The one where the Amber Temple is.
Not is it Baratok? No.
I think it's Mount
Gagis?
Baratok. Yeah, Mount Gakis,
Yeah,
that's the one.
it uh
I'll double check because I've got the map. It's Mount Gakis, yes. Baratok is the other side. So Gakis is to the south here, and Baratok, you're a little bit closer to Baratok, but you're not that close.
oh yeah,
guess-
Mount Baratok would be next to Lake Baratok.
Yeah.
So Mount Baratok, I'll point out to her. This one is Mount Baratok. Next to the lake was a big tower.
Oh yeah, we've been there.
Yep.
Weird.
Sorry?
Do we still see like this mist that was moving around and was before around Valaki?
Oh, the
Has it moved again?
darkened shapes.
Yeah.
Make me a perception check. Try and find it. Wow. The fog covering most of the land is your difficulty here. There are patches, and having this view is is not obstructing a lot of the view of Barovia. But for one of the first times being so high and giving you a sense of this whole valley area, you're not able to pinpoint and pinprick direct things you're looking for. If that makes sense. Am I still there?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
can hear you.
Just making sure. You ready?
I hope so.
Alright.
Probably going to lose. I can already see that happening.
What be rules? What be rules? I smart. I say the rules to you. You say me rules.
You can only run as fast as me. If you use 4 legs, you can't win.
He's gonna look down at his leg. The bum leg. There's no real leg. This hand. There's no leg. I have only 2 legs.
Right. Let's just race before I lose my mind. That she's whispering to herself.
Yeah, I know. Obviously. All right. I just want to double check something. Bum, ba-dum, bum. Ah. All right. So we're gonna roll some initiative here, just to see who gets to go first in the second race. First
Yay,
annual race.
I have a +5 initiative and I still suck. Oh, never mind.
I don't have a +5 to initiative. All right. So he's gonna say, "Get to here first." Yeah.
Where's he? Where's
I'm
the
pinging. I'm
here?
pinging for
Okay.
you. So looking over there, you can see there appear to be some guards standing in front of the gates. Actually, not in front of the gates, on the second floor. And these two large, heavy gates appear to be closed.
Well, I have enough oh shit buttons to in case this is not exactly what I was planning for.
All right, go for it.
Alrighty, so I'm gonna dash. So it's 60, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oops, 60. So like this. Well then, off we go.
Off you go. No fair! No fair! You run fast!
Not against the rules.
You see him jumping into the air like a frog and leaping from his position. Um, without a running start. So he gets 30 feet.
So he has 50.
Mongrel's long jump is up to 20 feet, and its high jump is okay. So long jump is 20 feet. Sorry, yep. So 20 feet to here. You see him. That's not Otto. This is Otto. Hello, Otto. Right. So he gets to here with his jump, and then he starts clambering with his feet.
That is still 50 though, right? Yes.
Well, 20, and then he's got a speed of 40. Because
Dang it.
yeah, he's only got 20. Well, that was with his dash. So you heard him go, boing, and then just start running. Slow down, slow down! I fastest, I fastest.
We'll see about that.
Yeah, you're gonna make it before he makes it, clearly.
Yeah. So, it's my turn, or
Yeah, it's your
does-
turn. Yeah,
Oh,
sorry.
okay. It's like I'm waiting for the turn or
All right.
Okay.
You
It
see,
is about 60.
yeah, you see him about to leap again, and as he leaps, he just falls to the ground and starts crying, "Not fair! Not fair!" Oh, I'm gonna make this noise. This is way too much today. Hey, Clerk. And he just starts bawling into the ground. Not fair, not fair, not fair. I'm the fastest. I'm the fastest. You tell me.
Is it like is the race over?
The race is over. Yeah, you stand by the door.
Okay,
Maybe
You look
But,
behind you.
I'll go back to him and say, "Yeah, of course you are. I was I'm just an elf, you see. So
What?
we naturally fastest. You're the fastest here, always." And then she's like really trying to be sympathetic, but
Yeah.
not working so well.
So how are you gonna be sympathetic but not working so well? Do you want me to give you disadvantage on whatever check you're making?
I don't know.
What are you rolling here to try and convince Otto that he's the?
Persuasion?
Yep. You have to convince him that he is the smartest, wisest, strongest, fastest, and most beautiful person you know.
Oh god. Let's go with persuasion and
He's
see
rolling.
how...
He's rolling in the snow here, just throwing up sand and mud, and he's crying. His wolf-like ears and his brain going crazy, just reminding you what he looks like.
19.
19. All right, let's make a wisdom check for him. He's got a plus 0. There we go. Not too bad.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah. What are the rest of you doing as she's run down and tried to do this horrible thing to
Well,
poor Otto Bellevue?
maybe we should just go inside, yes?
Oh, by the gods, please do.
Okay, let's go.
Yes, Beatrice.
But did my persuasion do anything, or...
Oh yeah, he's calmed down. He's sniffling in the ground now. Back to scratching his
So-
feet with his face. Oh,
So
sorry, his
now
face with
Abbot?
his feet. He's gonna nibble at his hand a little bit. Okay. Beatrice, you were about to say to Siegfried something. Siegfried at the moment, she's sort of just clambering slowly behind, saying, "I know they want to kill me. I know they want to kill. I can see it in their eyes. They want to kill me."
Okay, not good. I do know where the Abbot is, and I don't know. I do know where Aurelius is. So could we head there on our own?
No, my job, my job. Take you, Abbot. You tell me. Take you, Abbot. You wait. I bring Abbot to you. Don't kill me, okay? Don't judge. She yells over to you, Evelyn. No judging. I know I've got
I
an
didn't
ugly head.
judge.
I see it in your eyes. And
I
Siegfried
don't judge.
and Otto lead you through to the gates over here, which I can't remember if they're open or closed. Oh no, they're closed. Right. So I'm just going to open them and give you the description of what you see behind it. But yeah, Beatrice, you remember you had come from the gardens around here and you'd entered into here one night before. Um, So you see this entranceway is a 15-foot high curtain wall that joins the two wings of the abbey. Behind the battlements, the two guards above stand at attention, but their features are obscured by fog. Below them, set into the wall, is a pair of 10-foot tall wooden doors reinforced with band steel. But Siegfried and Otto just push these doors open. You walking through here start hearing the clambering and this noises of just creatures everywhere. Food, 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 food. To the right of these doors, mounted on the wall, is a tarnished copper plaque. So on this side of the wall.
This noise is very terrible. I don't know how they deal with this.
Yeah,
Let's not find out.
Otto and Siegfried, who are sort of hobbling along the way, moving in, seem like they don't care any less. Did I open the gate for you? I think I did. Yep. And they just point you in. Come in, come in. Wait here. Okay. Yeah, walking into here, you see this courtyard. It's got thick fog that fills the courtyard, swirling as if eager to escape. And the courtyard is surrounded by a 15-foot high curtain wall on which stand several guards with their backs to you. Or so it seemed at first, but walking through here, you can actually see that these guards are scarecrows. And that's just fake guards. Wooden doors to the north and east lead to the abbey's two wings. In the center of the courtyard is a stone well fitted with an iron winch. You actually see Otto. Sorry, I shouldn't have Otto that close. Otto starts swirling behind, looks at the winch carefully, shakes his head. Smart, yes. Beautiful, yes.
Yeah, but Abbott first, then beautiful, yes?
What beautiful? I'm beautiful. With an iron winch to so you see this what was it, the well fitted with an iron winch to which a rope and bucket are attached. You hear this horrible screeching coming from the north, and you see pegged into what used to be posts for horses, um, iron rings around her body, this small humanoid, short, with bat wings and spider mandibles. Her black hair just sitting down there, and she's just going.
Oh, great. Chicken voice.
Chicken, yeah, why not? Oh yeah, I remember the chicken voice. What was the chicken voice again?
The same thing.
Well, yeah, cool.
We sell chickens with a vampire, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
but yeah, she looks beautiful, doesn't she? Gorgeous. Um, there are some small sheds around with padlocked wooden doors and 3 shallow alcoves that contain wooden troughs. Um,
I think that after we get what we need, I'm killing the abbot either way. I'm telling this is like whispering this to Beatrice. Nobody deserves this.
So Otto and Siegfried have told you to stay here. Wait for them here as they go into this door. So you are alone. Well, I say alone for the second, except for the Betty Screechy humanoid strung by her neck and her arms, just going crazy. Yeah, well, Vinyl, this is sort of based off of the what is Jekyll and Hyde. That's the theme of this abbey. Old classic horrors. So what would you guys like to do while Siegfried and Otto are out of earshot?
This
I
place is
think
very
that we should kill
strange.
this abbot. Even these poor creatures that deserve that much.
Well, I don't know about killing the abbot, but I mean, we can see if the abbot is not good. But I don't know. It's very
You're
strange.
kidding, right? What more evidence do you need? These poor creatures.
Barovia has a way of bringing the worst out in someone. It doesn't necessarily mean that they are bad people. But it is a cursed land.
Oh, so no, these creatures either deserve a swift death or merciful one.
I do agree with you though. I don't think it's good for them to be alive like this.
Just out of curiosity, Io, how close are you getting to that well?
Oh well, not
No,
too close, I
that's
guess.
a well, not oh well. How close are you getting to the well?
Well. Well,
Well,
I don't know. I just moved myself closer because I figured that I was too far away being over here.
all right, okay.
So yeah, I'm still like leaning in and whispering to them.
All right, just making sure. You can hear a silent breathing coming from the well. Kill.
I'll just walk around Beatrice and stand on this side.
There we go.
That's very creepy. I don't like this place a lot. Maybe we can get our answers from the abbot and leave.
We do have to find something. Uh,
What
that's
are
supposed
you
to.
looking for?
It's supposed to be in the children's former um, clinic of the hospital, let's say.
Yeah, I think from some of the information that you've all learned, you would have learned that the Abbey of St. Macavia used to be a hospital and a nunnery, and somewhere in here there is a place where children were taken care of. Sick people were brought to here before it was converted into an abbey.
Well, I can be very quiet. Do you want me to go look for something?
It could be dangerous though.
I guess. Yes,
So
okay.
it's supposed to be a book, a kind of a book, but I guess yes, for sure don't share that with the abbot, as we don't know what the hell he's doing here. And I mean, it seems he was appointed right after Saint Markovia was died, so I'm assuming that he's hired by Strat somehow. There's a connection there for sure.
See, very interesting. Let me see what spells I have for today.
Us guards have a way to deal with scum like this. What skate is corrupt enough to know that some things are just not worth seeing caught.
He seems to be quite powerful though. So even though I agree with you, we have to be still careful because his magic is quite powerful. If he
Let us
managed
find
to make.
whatever this is we have to find first. We'll deal with matters of justice later.
Agreed.
Don't you have that thing that you can do where you can see if something is good or evil?
Yes.
A former paladin trying not to metagame
I
as
did.
hard as he can.
I have sensed him, the abbot, before, and he had a celestial aura.
Oh, I
That is
see.
odd.
But even if he has a well, okay, so out of game, were you able to pick up if he's good or evil?
Don't think she got close enough to him to know it instead. And something I learned from this is it tells you you get senses from it, but you can't tell the alignment from these beings, which is strange. You can
It
tell whether
says
yeah
it says that if something is good, you hear bells
yeah,
ringing, and if it's
exactly.
evil, you smell like a noxious
Mm.
odor.
She didn't get close enough to sense that one.
She can smell the evil on them.
Yeah, exactly.
I
Yeah,
would try it
paladins can
again
just
anyway.
smell.
Yep, I think yeah, that's the thing is, because as far as I recall, that evening you just walked past, right?
I was even outside the building,
Mm.
so it was like locating actually the 60 feet.
Oh, so it should
Locating if
have,
someone is free.
so it should have actually gone off, right? Do you remember if I told you anything at that point?
You said that you sense a celestial presence.
Mm-hmm. Well, uh, I will add, and let me just double check here. There were choirs of angels yelling, well, not yelling, choirs of angels that you could hear as well.
Choirs of angels?
Yes.
Yeah, they were
Angels
yelling. They were
singing.
saying, "Hey, he's a
Hey!
good guy."
That too. It was tainted a little bit, but I mean, you got the sense that there is goodness here somehow. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Hmm. I am incorrect. You felt celestial, but there is a stench of evil.
Okay.
That's why I had to double check this. I'm like, I wasn't too sure.
I'll share it with the rest.
Yep.
Well, that really changes everything now, doesn't it?
We kind of expected it though. I mean,
Yes, well, yeah, I would guess that. Yeah, everything in Curse of Strahd is evil.
I mean, obviously, if he's
Evil,
working,
corrupted, horrible, fucked up,
yeah.
all of the above.
I mean, obviously, it could be that he had to do what he had to do because it's Barovia, and for him to survive, b- we don't really know what he's doing here. But yes, there are many interesting things to discover.
Yep. So yes, he is a celestial being, but he is evil. That I think is shocking to you. Sorry, I didn't tell you that last time. Now it's something new you'll learn.
It's actually funny because I had a discussion about Celestials being evil. It's like, that's not possible.
Well, the book is telling me
The
change his
person I was
alignment.
arguing with said it wasn't possible.
Yep. Yeah, literally here is the sentence from the book. I'm adding something here that is not something you need to worry about, but yeah. Yep, it
But
says.
he's
Sorry, go on.
no, but even though he's evil, he still seems to have celestial powers. Basically,
Hmm.
that's it.
Yeah, that's it. That's the big difference here is he's not a fiend. He's a celestial.
I mean, you get good and you get evil gods, right? So I think it would be only natural that Celestials can be evil too.
Yes.
You may come in.
Thank you.
You also see Siegfried. So both Otto and Siegfried come out of the door. They say, "We go back to duty now. See you at dinner
Okay.
time."
Hopefully not, but okay.
Hopefully not.
It's soon. It's
See you
soon.
later, beautiful.
You see a big smile coming on Otto's face. Yeah, I'm beautiful. as he walks away. And the door is opened for you, and you see two people inside. I will give the full description in a second. They are both standing behind this door, looking regal and beautiful. You hear gentle music trickling down from above.
Hey, that's Psylocke from the X-Men.
Good. That's where the art comes from.
I know.
I had to
I
change.
use that art too.
I don't like the original art they gave me for him, so I gave him new art because.
The Abbot is a woman?
Oh, sorry, no, the woman. Sorry, you're talking about the woman, Psylocke. I just realized that as I said it. No, the woman is not the Abbot. But now I know where the art's from. No, this is not Psylocke. This is a Magic the Gathering card.
Oh, because it looks exactly like Psylocke from X-Men.
Yeah, no,
Like
this
the
is,
movie.
Yeah,
not,
yeah.
Not the comic book.
No, this is a Magic the Gathering card.
Huh.
Anyway, yeah, gentle music trickles down from above. You hear it's a single-stringed instrument, but you don't see who's making the music. The ground floor in here is large. It's a 50-foot square room with arched leaded glass windows. A cauldron, it sits on an iron rack above a fire in the hearth here, behind these two beautiful looking people, while above the fireplace mantle hangs a golden disc engraved with the symbol of the sun. You all recognize it as the symbol of the Morning Lord. In one corner, a wooden staircase climbs to the upper floor, while another corner, a stone staircase descends into darkness. Several chairs surround a wooden table that stretches nearly the length of the room. Wooden dishware and gold candelabras are neatly arranged on the table, standing behind which is a young woman and a young man. The young woman has alabaster skin, dressed in a torn and soiled red gown. Her black hair is neatly bundled as not to touch her soft shoulders. She stands to attention, lost in her own thoughts. You also see this young man is in a brown monk's robe, um, and he's gently holding this woman by her hand. A painted wooden holy symbol that depicts the sun hangs from a chain around his neck, and he's moving with the grace of a saint. It appears that the two of them are dancing back and forth, and he's giving her instruction. My dear, this way, and that way, and bow.
I'm just gonna give a like that.
A loud
Yes.
Ah, welcome, welcome, my children. Welcome to the Abbey of St. Markovia. Please come in. As he finishes this pirouette with this woman, and he gestures towards her and says, Vasilka, please come and welcome our guests. You know how to do it properly by now. And you see this woman silently walking past the tables towards all of you, reaching out a hand.
So, are you the Abbot we've heard so much about?
Ah, yes, I am. How are you on this wonderful day?
Well, except for my appetite, everything's fine.
I do apologize. Please come in, have a seat. I will get you dinner. And he turns around or breakfast, sorry. I'll get you some breakfast. And he turns around to the pot.
I'm
Cooking on
saying
the-
that as in I'm not hungry, thank you. She was saying that her appetite was lost.
No, I know, but I and he, no, I knew what you were saying. He did not know what you were saying. That's why he's
Yeah.
making assumptions.
Thank you, but I think I meant the opposite, that I have no appetite.
Beatrice, you see this woman walking closer to you, and motioning towards you, and reaching out her hand. You see these small, intricate stitches all over her body, and her hands as well. You see that she's got this scar. Not from close by, you can see that very, very, very close up, she is not as beautiful as she first appeared. There are these small stitches and things all over her body. and mismatched coloring in her skin as well. Makeup that's
Oh
been put up
no,
on
I
her.
think he's turning her into another thing.
Beatrice is the only one that's able to see this, by the way.
I know, but I'm taking a wild guess here.
Yeah.
But we know that it's the bride. I told them about that.
Yeah, exactly. You know that this is the bride.
Right?
This must be the bride. Yeah, she's got powdered skin, and her arms are a little bit unaligned, not aligned, and she walks with a beautiful, graceful step, but you can see there is a little bit of difference in height between her 2 feet.
I'm gonna take a shot at the dark here. How close she looks to Irina?
Well, not close at all. So I've changed the color of her hair. She's got auburn hair instead of black hair. She's got a red dress. Um, she looks like the most beautiful woman from a distance, but no resemblance to Arena.
Could I hear that if the other two
I mean, if you're
outside
making a
walked
bride
away?
for Strahd, you'd want to like imitate his taste. You know what I mean? At least
Yes,
I'm guessing
I
that
know what you mean.
Irina is his taste.
I know what you mean, but apparently this one does not look like that. Make me a. Do you want to make a perception check for?
Just want to
For
try
me?
and listen.
Yeah,
Listen for it.
go for
Oh,
it. You get obviously advantage. Sorry, I'm just deleting this because that's something that annoys me.
yeah, that was a little bit annoying.
I don't see dynamic lighting sometimes. Sorry.
It's fine.
Who is doing the perception check? Evelyn.
Io is doing the
Me.
perception to figure out if Otto and Siegfried have left. Yes, you'll see them slowly walking out and back to their post. I just didn't put them away. You at some point see them walking through the window over here, and they go back to sleep. You just see them walking into the darkened rooms.
Okay, I need a quick refresher on what we were looking for here exactly. Like
I will
in
mute my microphone.
the reading. I mean the card reading.
That's why I will mute my microphone. I did not write any notes. You're supposed to write the notes.
Okay.
Okay.
Beatrice.
Reading.
A place where sickness and madness were bred, where children once cried. So it's a part of the hospital where children were treated.
Yes, but like, what is the thing that we're supposed to
The
find?
tome, the tome,
The
a book.
tome. Okay.
Uh, who wants to talk first?
Yeah, you can see that Abbott is busy slopping up some food into these wooden bowls and uh, also giving or opening a bottle of wine. Please
So,
sit.
so
Relieve yourself of your duties. Relieve yourself of your stress. I am here to heal. What ails you?
right now, my ailment is dramatic pauses.
Dun dun dun. So once you've given your coat to Vasilka, she will probably walk away, or this woman. Because you realize that it is quite hot in here, and she takes the coats from you and gently walks back again. Uh, Finds a peg next to the fireplace and hangs your fur coats onto it, and then stands behind silently.
So, what do you, but I'm curious. What's the whole point of
What is the whole
this
point of?
place, these creatures?
What? Oh, you've met my beauties. Ah, aren't they the most wonderful things? Ah, the Belleviews. They came to me a long time ago, sick and dying, and I cured them. It's as simple as that. Now,
When did they came to you exactly?
oh, I cannot remember. Must have been years ago.
How young were they? if you need me to be specific.
Oh no, there have been many generations of the Belleviews. No, their father's father came to me originally with his family. It's the saddest thing. They they were lepers when they arrived here.
Yep.
Yeah, lepers. In real life, do you know what a leper is?
No.
I don't know
no
what a
idea.
leper is.
Leper is a human with a disfigurement. It is a real life illness. Let me actually look up the definition for a leper. So the word leper was historically used to refer to someone who suffered from
Well,
leprosy.
like say something like Quasimodo.
Well, leprosy is a bacterial illness that affects the nerves, skin, and respiratory tract. Because leprosy was thought to be highly contagious, the word leper also came to be used more generally to mean an outcast.
Oh, I meant
Uh,
like a Quasimodo, like in Notre Dame.
Almost, but they have other disfigurements of the body. Their faces
Yeah,
are
but I'm
sometimes
talking like
melted.
basics, so I
Yeah,
can get the general idea.
probably. You don't want to Google it though. Don't
I
Google
don't.
leprosy.
I really don't.
Yes,
And
they
then like Discord chat checks Google and like traumatized.
traumatized for sure. Yes, more than. Uh, yes, they came to me. Well, they came to the Abbey seeking salvation. I rid them of their disease, and they were very, very grateful for it. Unfortunately, I could not cure them of some of the other defects they had since birth. It took me a long
Gee.
time to try and rid them of their lingering imperfections. They started asking me for improvements, things that they wanted to make themselves perfect. The eyes of a cat, the wings of a fly, the strength of a mule, and the guile of a snake. That's what they wanted. I took pity on them and yielded. I've made them what they wanted to be.
I don't think that's true.
Beatrice has already rolled the insight.
I want to know basically if it's what he wanted or
Okay.
when he.
It is what the Bellevues wanted, but it's also something that's led to him believing that this is what they wanted. He believes with all his heart that what they want is this. He does not realize that they are slowly corrupting him with their demands.
Okay.
So he believes it with all his heart. But yep, they've corrupted him so much that you can see his desperation to create what they want is consuming him. One of the things consuming him.
how do you do this? What what magic are you using?
Experimentation, hard work, fatal uh, fatalities. It took a long time, but the Bellevues insisted that I keep trying. One,
But Abbot, aren't you a man of faith?
of course I am. That's why I cured them.
Why would a man of faith cure them in such a way?
But they are perfect, aren't they not? Are they not?
I wouldn't say so, no.
Is it that you mean? You hear this sort of anger coming into his voice.
Well,
Uh,
it seems like they can't.
Who do you serve?
who do I serve? I serve the Morning Lord, of course.
Morning Lord. Does the Morning Lord accept such things in his church?
Of course he
And
does.
in
It
helping
doesn't
others
sound.
without their consent?
It is healing them. It is not helping, it is healing their imperfections.
It's perversion in the highest levels.
And what is it that you know of the Morning Lord? Pray tell.
This book, you see, and I'll take out the book of religions,
Religions.
and it says right here that this is very strange.
I do not. I speak with the Morning Lord through prayer. I do not speak through him through books. I get messages from him. Oh, no,
From
symbolism.
him or from another who manipulates you?
I do not, and it will not. And so, inside check, by the way, was from Beatrice, not from you. Just so you know. And Beatrice has not said a word.
I'm just doing it as the conversation evolves.
I cannot
I'm
be.
not saying that as a.
Well, then the answer he'll give you is, I cannot be corrupted. My heart is pure. My intentions are pure, noble, and good.
Intentions are pure as they may be, may be diverted from their original purpose.
Philosophical talk, I see. Beatrice, is there anything you want to do, or are you listening to this conversation?
Well, you see, we notice that many of them are starving, and that for sure is not what the Morning Lord would want.
I must admit I am a little bit distracted of late. I have told Cloven to do his job. If he's not doing it, it is... well, it is up to him.
They look like monsters. Like they have some leg of a skin of a donkey and the eye of a
You do
of a
not know what you
snake.
speak of. They are beautiful. And if you continue like that, I will have to ask you to leave. They are my precious beings. I love each and every single one of them. My mongrel folk, my Vasilka, my guard. I love all of them.
Why don't you tell us more about Vasilka?
Ah, Vasilka over here, the most beautiful, beautiful bride. Ah,
Bride of whom?
bride of the devil, of course.
Why would the servant of the Morning Lord help the devil?
I am not helping him. I am ridding Barovia of its sickness. I am giving the devil, and he leans forward and puts his hand on the table. I'm giving the devil his heart's desire. I will bring salvation to him and this land. His heart is broken. He needs love. Don't you see? Vasilka will give that to him. I'm teaching.
Vasilka, there is only one person that the devil will may open his heart to, and she is gone.
No,
Recreating that is just a pointless effort.
I will reunite him with his lost love, and in so doing end the curse upon Barovia.
I think your faith is very misguided. I think it was a very big mistake for me to come here. You don't know anything.
I am sorry to hear that. I had hoped to cure you. If you do not require healing,
Cure me of what?
whatever ails you, that is my duty, that is my job.
I
I
don't
think
think
that
you are able.
you have searched for cure so long you don't see that the disease, the symptom of the disease is yourself.
I do not understand.
You speak of cures. You speak of help. You seek to free this land. But instead you bring suffering. An entire town is afraid of what you may do.
What have I?
But
I have not brought any suffering at all. I cure, I heal. I go down to the village and I revive those who need revivification. What do you speak of? What fear is there for me, the abbot, the abbot of Saint Markovia?
But all these creatures, How much food do you have?
Please do not call my lovelies creatures. They are the Bellevues.
Aren't we all just creatures?
No. No, we are not. There are some of us who are more, who are beautiful, who are perfect. They are among those that are perfect.
I ask again, dear Abbot. Your Bellevues keep saying they are hungry.
Yes, I will tell Cloven to increase the food, to increase the times that he feeds them. That should do.
I do not see any farms around here in your abbey.
They eat
What do you
rabbits.
feed them?
They eat rabbits, they
An
eat
abbot.
stew. So, yeah, this is something that I did forget to. Actually, you wouldn't have seen it. But there were some rabbits that maybe 3 or 4 rabbits that ran around the abbey. But that was about it.
I think I'll just like walk up into the bit. And what of this bride? Does she have a say in this?
I am teaching her the ways that she does. You will see that Vasilka demurely stands there, smiles, and gives a nod, and looks around, but doesn't say a word.
Well, she can speak for herself.
No, she cannot. She's not
And
able to
why
speak.
is that?
She does not need to speak. What kind of woman with etiquette needs to speak? Ugh. Oh, that makes me chill.
A
I
woman
can't
with
do that.
backbone.
Ugh.
A woman with backbone.
Sorry, I just out of character. I can't do that. I can't say those words.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine.
I mean, how would you even satisfy Strahd with a woman that can't speak?
By teaching her to be a proper woman. By, like I said before.
I think your ideal of women of desirable traits in women is extremely flawed, especially for whom of whom the woman you're trying to imitate is.
I could remind you of a proper woman, Saint Markovia, who rebelled against Rad and got killed for that. In the meantime, you're just trying to create a bride for.
Yeah, you will see um, extreme sadness coming across the abbot's face at the mention of Saint Macovia. She was a wonderful woman, I can agree to that. I reopened this abbey in her name, in her legacy. I began tending to the physically and mentally ill in her name many, many, many years ago. I hoped that it would bring much needed light to Barovia. My efforts worked
But
for a little
instead,
while.
you put this poor woman on a platter for the person who killed her.
Vasilka is strong. She can rid this land of its curse. I'm telling you, she can. It's her destiny.
Destiny is not something you can determine. Only the gods. Or are you not a man of faith?
Of course, I'm a man of faith, which is why the Morning Lord tells me that this is true. This is what is to happen.
Is it the Morning Lord? Or your own delusions?
I do not have delusions. I know what I am and I know what I can do. I know my own power.
Really?
Yes.
Then you don't mind if we go to that pool over there. And let's see if the Morning Lord agrees with you.
Go ahead. Go to the pool. I'd be happy to join you. Ooh, okay. Do you want to shake the hands of
Yeah.
this?
I feel sorry for her basically, so I just want to see what happened.
All right. So you walk up to her. Do you want to do this in any strength kind of way, or just?
No, very carefully and with attention because I don't know if she knows how to
Oh,
react.
she will curtsy, give you a little bow, and try and kiss your hand. Give this elegant motion with her hands up. The abbot will clap his hand. Well done, Vistilka, well done. As you hold her hand, you can feel it is. It's the strangest feeling you felt in your life. It's as if her skin is just loose and can come off at any second. It's definitely not human.
That's it.
It feels
Like,
strange.
as soon as like Evelyn notices that,
You won't
I've had
notice it
enough of
again.
this insanity.
Evelinda, you won't notice this. This is Beatrice noticing,
Oh,
not
yeah,
you.
okay. All right.
I'll use divine sense out of curiosity. I assume it's something undead, but I don't know. He has weird magic, so I will use
He
it.
has weird magic. Alright, so once again, the celestial comes out very, very deeply from him. This rotten stench as well. This being that used to be pure heavenly glory is now just emanating, exuding this evil sense. Nothing from her. Not fiend, not
Okay.
undead, not just strange. She's Tara Reid, run, oh no.
Well then, let's go. I believe that the Morning Lord can judge you himself.
I believe so too. I recently visited the pool. It was a beautiful day then. Aurelia seemed to enjoy swimming in it as well.
And where is Aurelius right now?
He should be in his room. He's free to go, do as he wish. I'm not keeping him prisoner.
Do you mind if we visit? My friend here is a mutual acquaintance.
So I'm going to ask you for a persuasion check because at the moment, since he's been insulted twice because of his lovely creatures, he does need a bit of persuasion. Okay. So generally speaking, generally speaking, you are more than welcome to visit my abbey. Would you like a tour?
Yes, please.
Well then, follow me. Is this before or after we are to visit the pools?
Before. As I
We are here already, so might as well do it now, right?
Yeah.
Might
And
as
like
well.
as soon as like I whisper to both of them, if you find the book, take it. Afterwards we'll kill this Merlin asshole.
Alright, are we gonna take a quick break there?
Oh
Sure.
yeah,
Yeah.
please.
Yeah.
I'm so full of food. Oh my god.
And then you guys can discuss what you would like to do, where you would like to go, and you can also make a plan of action here because I think releasing that tension is a good thing here. Even myself, I've not told you the whole story, which is great for me.
Oh, it's that bad?
It gets worse, always and forever worse.
So we're gonna kill this asshole.
I mean, I'm keen. I'm very keen.
I don't know. Because I know that he's really crazy and he really believes what's going on, but I also don't know how powerful he is. And I think he's quite powerful, so
I mean, at this point, I'd kill him just for even if he's Strahd level powerful.
Alright guys, we're going to take a quick 3-minute break there. I'm going to get myself some coffee and then get back to listening to these folks. I'm muting myself so that you don't hear what they're saying and that I'm giving them the opportunity to talk. Let me just say, just making coffee and BRB. So I'm going to put you guys over to the other side. I hope you're enjoying the heck out of this. This is one of those things where you're just like, I'm enjoying the lore, I'm enjoying the story, and I'm just enjoying not playing around with these guys, but telling them a little bit more about this crazy abbot that they could or could not kill. It really depends on how they act out here and what they're doing, because I'm going to be changing some things that happen in here depending on their actions, which I love. But yeah, I'll see you guys in a second. guys, welcome back. Let us see if everyone is ready. I have my fresh cup of coffee. Let's actually see if I'm fully in shot here. Yes, I am in shot. So what I wanted to say earlier was this is basically based off of Jekyll and Hyde and Frankenstein's monster. It's a weird mix between that and adding some D&D craziness, which I love. So I hope that this comes through. But it's really, really cool. I love it. Alright, I'm back.
I'm here as well.
Good.
Me too.
Have you made a decision? I don't need to know what the choice is. But yeah, I'm just wondering, Beatrice, is this more than you expected?
Basically, I want to know what happens next to decide, and
It's the same with me. I need to know what happens next as well. So we'll see where this goes and what answers you're getting. It's complex, complicated, interesting. Evelyn, the back yet?
Oh, I'm on
Oh.
mute all this time.
Yep, you were on
I'm
mute all this time.
Wondering what and why am I?
Being ignored
Yeah.
because you're muted.
Yay.
Did you want to repeat what you wanted to say?
Me never.
Never. All right. So the abbot will turn to Vasilka and say, Vasilka, wonderful training we had today. Please go retire and take a break. You'll see Vasilka walking around, starting to clean up some of the dishes, the untouched food. He'd been eating, but I don't know if you'd been eating. It was.
No.
What? No.
Yeah, I didn't think you were gonna eat, but he had been eating in the meantime. So, where would you like to go first? Want to go see
We
my
would like to
lovelies?
visit our friend first.
Of course. Right this way. And he will. I'm gonna have to copy this. But he will take you through back into the courtyard. Start telling you a little bit about the Belleviews. He will point to the well and say, "Oh, Mishka Bellevue should be down there somewhere. He likes the darkness." We've got a few.
Bellevue? Aren't we supposed to visit what's his name? Aurelius?
Yeah, he's taking you through the courtyard and showing you here
Oh, okay.
first, right? Because this is the way to
Yeah,
go.
okay.
So he points down into the well and he says, "Oh, Mishka Bellevue should be down there, and that over there. Oh, that's Marzina. Ah, she's having a wonderful day." And you hear the screeching and screaming of this woman. Kill! Kill! And as the abbot walks past her, you can see she sort of flies away from him and just tugs at her chain. Whoop.
how many Belleviews are here at the Abbey?
Oh, I've honestly lost count. And he starts thinking for a second. 100, 130, 150. I do not know. There are new ones born every day, almost. And he leads you into this corridor here. We have rooms for them, most of them in here. And he walks through this door here. And he points, and as soon as you walk into here, you can hear that noise, and you can smell the stench. This room used to be an office, as you can see by the remains of a desk and a chair, both of which have been smashed to pieces. A hallway to the south leads to a staircase going up. A dark passage to the east is full of unnatural whispers, mad laughter, and bestial odors. Most of them stay in their rooms, and he points down this hallway, and you can hear this big thunking sound. They need the guard most of the time. And you see lumbering down this hallway this big bestial creature. This is a lightless room, but for you, you can see obviously. You see multiple doors behind which lie. Well, you can hear the creatures shattering the quiet with their mad cackles and whispered curses, and the stench is overpowering. Even in the gloom, you can make out a monstrous shape lumbering down the hall. The darkness can no longer hide its true nature, your eyes are treated to a terrifying 7 foot tall assemblage of human body parts, mismatched arms, mismatched legs, this really ugly head um, protruding from its face. This is this is the only way that I know to keep all of my BTs safe. He won't attack as long as I am there, but you can see massive stitches and things covering its entire body in a similar shape to what Vasilka had, Beatrice, just rougher and more extreme. This was one of my earliest experiments.
Are we in parts like this is where the hospital used to be? I will ask him.
The hospital was just upstairs. This used to be a part of it, the rooms where the nuns lived and the nurses were, but the what is it called again? I've got the word. Blah, 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 barracks. The hospital was just upstairs, um, next to Aurelius's room. He says as he leads you to the staircase here. He goes to about here. Unless you want to move into any of these rooms. He says, don't get too close. He will attack if I'm not there. And now I can copy and paste you up these stairs. All right, give me a second. But yeah, as he walks upstairs, he continues saying, you walk into an upstairs office. A wooden counter shaped like an L stands at the front of the spacious office. All the other furniture has rotted away, leaving heaps of moldy wood and faded cloth. And he will point to the right up here and say, this is where the children used to be taken care of. This is the main section of the hospital. Just through that door, he points to this door over here. Can you guys see?
Yes.
All right, so he points to this door over there. That is where the hospital used to be.
Do you mind if we have a look? I'm curious.
Go ahead.
So it's the same direction, right? When he said where the children were.
Yeah, where the children were. Yep, it's through that door. Yep.
So I open the door carefully.
Mm-hmm. Open the door carefully. You see dynamic lighting. Where are you? There you are. You see a bunch of beds in here. Just discreet, right? Whoa, whoa, whoa. The spacious chamber contains bed frames of wrought iron arranged in 2 neat rows. Cobwebs and bits of rotten mattress cling to each frame. 3 doors are spaced along the south wall, each with a plaque mounted on it. From west to east, the plaques read operating room, nursery, and morgue. So these 3 rooms over here.
Children cried. Operating. Let's take each room.
Nursery?
Okay.
Okay,
I'll take the
Io,
operating room.
you have to stop right there for me, please.
Oh no.
Okay.
So yes, as you walk into the room, you see these dark shapes in the shadows just coalescing. Um, all right. And you also see this an elven woman in white robes appearing in the center of the room. They're all coalescing. These shadows and shapes all just entering or
Oh
appearing.
no.
Ha 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 ha.
Shadows.
Shadows, yeah.
Oh shoot. Oh no. That's a banshee. Oh no.
Yes, that is a banshee. This white woman with her clearly nurse's maid outfit turns to you, her face just in this horrifying stench, and she just yells, "Get out!"
Okay, well that is enough for me, guys. I think we should go.
Book is here. We can't leave. Let me try.
5, yeah. 4. What are you gonna
Wait.
Just
try?
let
I'll
us
shoot a fireball.
pass.
Yeah, sorry, Beatrice, what are you doing?
I'm trying to persuade them. Just let us pass. We won't touch you.
I
Mm.
have a better idea. I've been practicing this since the voices of my head. Maybe this will help.
All right, let's see what you can
And
do.
I play them the the song that I've been playing for years now, like months.
Months.
I
Oh, that
guess.
one. Oh boy.
Like for the days I've been trying.
Make another performance check.
Do I have advantages? I'm using my inspiration.
Let me copy and paste what the book tells me. But I'll say no. Well, remember you're using your inspiration to reroll. You don't get advantage on stuff.
Okay, so I'll use my performance.
And remember to take your inspiration off once it's used.
All right, let's see first. Let's see. I roll 17. That's not actually bad.
That's not actually bad. So you tell me, the 6 shadows haunt this room. They are the remnants of dark souls that perished here long ago. The creatures wait until one or more characters are at least 10 feet inside the room before moving out from within the normal shadows to attack.
I was more talking about the banshee.
Ah, the banshee. We'll see what happens when it gets to her turn. Let's roll initiative.
Ah, crap.
Beatrice, what were you gonna do? I was still giving you that free action there.
I
was trying to
connected with the
persuade
other
the
character,
one
but never
that
mind.
talked.
Oh, you're trying to persuade the banshee. Okay,
Oh, 25. Well, that's nice.
that's nice.
We all rolled really high.
You did. Yeah,
I got a natural 20.
I
Oh
rolled
no,
really
I don't
badly.
have armor on.
Oh
crap.
no! Yeah, I still got your
I
armor in
forgot
these
about
arms.
this part.
Ah, hilarious.
I'm just carrying it with me. It's still in my arms.
I'm gonna. Can I just? What do I do? I already got a performance.
Make me an
check.
insight check.
An insight.
Yeah.
Okay. 23.
Ah. Okay, so she was about to wail out. She is reserving for the second, cocking her head and listening for a second. But you don't know what she's gonna do next.
Don't attack. I can talk to the spirit. Can I try?
It's your
do a
turn.
persuasion check
How do
with
you?
this?
Yeah. How do you? Don't get advantage. But how do you want to do? How do you want to persuade this banshee?
I think that with like the song in Elvish, maybe, like
Okay.
try to connect with her in that way.
Okay. I'll allow it.
Performance again?
Performance again.
Okay, I still have my inspiration, by the way. I didn't use it.
Okay. I'm gonna make a
I'm
wisdom.
using it now.
Yeah, you're using it now because I'm making a wisdom saving throw, and that's the. Well, actually,
Oh,
yeah.
never mind.
You've already used. You've already used it. You've used your
Too
inspiration.
late.
Yeah, too late. So knock off your inspiration for me.
I did.
You see, she does seem entranced by the music, and you hear. Evelyn, you can link the song in Discord for them to hear and listen to, or in watch together.
Yeah. Okay. Let me see. I need to search for it.
Io, what are you doing? These shadows are here.
I'll hold
Hold. Okay.
I'll hold a channel divinity.
Okay.
Yeah.
Remind me what channel divinity does.
I'm just quickly checking which one I want to hold.
Oh yeah, I'll do it in the watch together. That makes much more
Yeah,
sense.
please. That's why I said watch together. Also, if you haven't realized, there is a watch together where you can listen to music while they play. I can't because it's copyrighted for me on YouTube, but you can listen to that to there.
Wait, actually, the video is much better. To make why am I?
I've scared the crap out of you all, and I've just said Banshee. That's all.
Hey,
I know.
we did it.
Ayo, what are you doing?
Okay, so I'm holding a channel
There we
divinity.
go.
Mm-hmm.
The radiance of the dawn. For if they seem aggressive towards us,
Okay. Put it in chat for me so I
and
can read it.
I'll move a little bit forward
All right.
so that all of them are within 60 feet of me, I guess. 30 feet of me.
You know this room is not even 60 feet long.
Yeah, I'm in 30 feet.
Oh, 30 feet. Okay. So all of them are in 30
It's
feet.
so this is 10 feet squares, right?
Oh, no, these are not 10 feet squares. Yeah, this is 10 feet. Yes, you're correct. So these ones in the corners are 40 feet away from you.
I'll move. Let me
Between
just see.
on top of the rotted
I
beds.
just
You see dust and grime just moving up, and then a sudden creaking noise as this centuries-old bed just collapses under your heavy feet.
center,
And
right?
for a second, I hope it is. Just double check. For a second, the banshee looks over to you.
Yeah. So um
As an action, you present your holy symbol, so you're holding an action. Any magical darkness within 30 feet of you is dispelled. Each hostile creature within 30 feet of you must make a Constitution saving throw and take radiant damage. Okay, got it. And take half if they're successful, right?
see it. Yeah. Yeah.
Right, Beatrice. You watch as Ios clambers onto the bed, and then Red is in action.
I think I have to move a bit because I cannot see inside the room.
Yeah, if you can't see inside the room, move it a little bit. Now you should be able to see much better.
Song. Dude,
Yes.
I played as Losa when I played Divinity 2, and that moment is like the best
Oh,
moment in the game.
the music.
Oh yeah,
Where
that's the reason, and it also fits because I'm actually trying to make them listen.
I'm actually getting like goosebumps just thinking about it again. Like it that moment in the game is even better than the ending.
Sorry, Beatrice, what are you doing? Nerds.
I have no idea if the one that talked controls the rest, but in
Mhm.
any case, I will also try to persuade and say, we know you've suffered a lot. We don't mean to do any harm. We just need you to let us pass inside the rooms.
All right. Okay, so you might want to make another persuasion check.
Advantage because of all the
You're an advantage.
playing
We're back.
around
We're
and.
back with advantage again. This becomes
I
an
mean, no, it's because I'm
essentially
like doing.
it becomes an average, right? It's a skill challenge. So it's one of those things where if you've got 3 successes, something happens. If you've got 2 successes or an amount of successes determines what the banshee will do, right?
Okay,
So
so
if your
does
average
the
is higher than the DC I have, then you'll see what happens. The banshee is listening and she's starting to move away from you, but it's not her turn yet, so she can't do anything. She
okay?
hangs her head low and starts to whisper this song silently. The shadows, however, are going to attack the thing that moved 10 feet into the room.
Well,
So your held action
Oh no.
can go off. I will make their saves. Actually, I should probably check what their movement speed is right before I just say they're able to get. Oh yeah, they're able to get to you. So Mr. IO Face.
IO face.
Oh, I need to make Constitution saves, right? How many shadows are there? 2, 3, 4, 6.
1, 2, 3, 6.
1, 2. What's your DC? IO.
Wow, those are terrible.
Yeah. I think he's listening to the music way too loudly.
I mean,
No, sorry, my mic was muted. The
Oh.
DC is 16. Constitution
16.
save of 16.
Oh, so they all
Yeah.
fail.
none of them.
Yep, they all fail.
Great.
Nice.
So the
So
only
now I just need to
hopefully kill them.
roll good.
That includes banshees.
No, the Banshee is moving away. This is for all hostile creatures. She's not hostile.
Yeah, everyone that seemed hostile. Yeah. So I'll skip the Banshee,
Yeah.
noticing that she doesn't move closer.
No, well,
So
the
that's-
Banshee is automatically skip because. Oh, you missed a lot of exciting things, Vinyl. They're being attacked by shadows and shades.
And banshees.
That's
But apparently we
17.
managed to charm the banshee.
For now.
Like, I'm doing bard stuff outside of bard levels. Amazing.
Right. So explain to me how you're releasing all of this energy.
Okay, well, it says so. I jump on the bed basically, and I just pull out my holy symbol and raise it into the air, and I'll say, "May Salun's light burn the enemies that try to harm us." And yeah, it says it's sunlight,
Oh boy, sunlight.
if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. So it harnesses the power of sunlight, banishing darkness and dealing radiant damage. So yeah, this bright sunlight just emits from the holy symbol and then starts burning them for 17 points of damage.
And they've got radiant vulnerability as well. Shadows.
Oh, so they take double.
They take double the amount of damage. How do you want to kill all 6 shadows?
Yeah, well, with the light coming out of the holy symbol, I just imagine like they all screech and start disappearing.
Yeah, this is probably
as
like
the-
Lord of the Rings 1 where or
You
any of the
shall
Lord
not pass.
No, where Frodo holds out the light of Galadriel and this bright light just shines through this whole room. I don't know if it was Lord of the Rings 1 or Lord of the Rings 3. But it happened in
I
both of them.
remember.
I know it happened in the Shadow of the Race on the mountaintop, and then possibly somewhere else.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah,
Clutch
yes.
move.
Very, very clutch move. These shadows just go.
Are these the ones that drain your strength if they attack you?
Yeah, these are the ones that drain your strength if they attack you.
Not me.
Not you.
Cleric's OP, bear.
Exactly. The Banshee is going to move through this wall. You see her just float through this wall ethereally, looking as she goes through the wall labeled nursery.
Let me deal with the banshee. I think this is something I need to do.
I trust you because she's not attacking us. Maybe your song is very good.
It's connected to this land more than I thought it was.
I'm glad you enjoyed your shower at least. Sorry, got chat going on at the same time. All right, so Evelyn, what are you doing?
I think that each of us will choose a room, and I'll go with the banshee one.
Okay. So you can move yourself. Remember
So-
to measure, because these rooms are.
Oh, we're still in combat?
You're still in combat, yeah.
Well, I do pass
All right, so you
because
can
I
get through
don't
the
have
door.
armor. Can move through the room.
You see, this banshee has now moved to this window here. This is a bloodstained, or you see a bloodstained table stands in the middle of this otherwise empty room. You hear screaming filling the room, and you hear the screaming echoing through time. It is followed by other fainter screams. You hear those who died under the knife. The screams fade until there are nothing. Right, I've got the wrong room here, sorry. But whatever. This room contains Redcon. Yep, this room contains the wreckage of old wooden cribs. Standing by the window, you see this banshee, in a white robes, reflected in the window, turning slowly towards you. Her face now a wreath of anger. She is going to release her wail.
Yep, even with the okay.
You entered into the room, my boy.
Oh my god, how did she get a whale so deep into the land?
What? That was a pun
Aren't
that I
whales
didn't.
heavy?
Well,
That was
I
a
have
pun.
a great. I can pass this.
Yep, the banshee releases this wail. The wall has no effect on constructs. The whale has no. All other creatures within 30 foot that can hear her, including Io and Beatrice. Actually, let's check if Beatrice is 30 feet away.
Woo!
Yep, no, Beatrice is 35 feet away. Need to make me Constitution saves. As this low rumbling.
Yay for fighter DC
Yay.
save
Yay.
thing.
So,
Where's my sheet?
where's your sheet? Delicacy. I don't know if Banshee
Constitution
here.
save.
Yeah, Constitution save. And I am rolling a lot of numbers here. Oh no, just
18.
3d6. Okay, so you're just taking 3d6 psychic damage as this whale goes through the room. You can hear the screaming of others who've been in this room before. The screaming, the crying of babies, the torture, it's all too much to bear. She's releasing all of her anger and her pain.
Can I try to still do this diplomatically?
You realize that she, because of the fact that you've entered into this room and the sorrow racking through her, that she's going to. I'm gonna roll D100 here. Below 50, I'll tell you the answer. Above 50. She's trying to make you understand the pain that these children have gone through, and she will lay her life down. She's happy to lay her life down. She wants to leave this place. You have to kill her, or she'll fight back.
Oh, she wants me to kill her?
Mm-hmm.
That's like.
She wants to die. She wants to be released from this tether that's holding her here. Banshees are tied to a place. So I'm sharing some information.
Yeah, but the problem is Barovia doesn't allow them to leave.
I'm a DM. I'm allowed to say she can leave. Arena left.
Hey, I'm just saying. But okay.
So you get that insight as you walk into the door that she'll be able to leave this place if you get rid of her now.
I guess that let your spirit rest finally, and may this pain end. As she fires one.
That hits. She's got resistance to piercing.
She fires two, and second and action surges.
Okay. Both hits.
So I have another two.
That one hits as well. You can, yeah. Okay. So give me the total.
Nice.
Here. Whoa.
Very good.
Why did you roll 1, 2, 3?
4.
Okay, 4. Sorry, I saw. Give me the damage here in total. Actually, we need to do this one at a time though. Okay, so 5 damage, then 6 damage, then 4 damage, and no, sorry, 5, 5, 6, and what's that? 21, right?
No, it's
22, 11.
22. So it's 11.
11. Wow. Right, so 10, 21 plus 5 is 26 if I've got it correct, right?
Yes.
Wow. Yes, she's hurt by that. You see Happiness spreading across her face. Thank you. Io, you've
I hear him
released.
attack.
You would have heard Evelinda yelling out,
Oh,
talking and doing all of these things. This door is open.
I did say that like you should kill her. Like put her out of her misery.
so in that case, I'll come in here,
Mm-hmm.
and then
And then.
Damn.
let me open that beautiful spell list that I have.
That's completely against Banshee lore, but you do you. Wow. Jeez. I've got.
Lily against Banshee lore. What?
I don't know. I'm being reamed by chat again.
Yeah, I mean, banshees are supposed to be widows that can't leave because they're suffering from something.
Mm-hmm.
This is me being a lore nerd.
Okay, I'll cast Sacred Flame. So if she could please make a dexterity saving throw, beating 16.
Okay, I've got not bad dexterity. Nope, I don't make it. Wiki.
That is very good for me.
That is very good for you. Yeah, she's
It
starting
should
to.
be 2d8. I don't think it costs.
There is 2d8.
Oh, it
It
did
did.
roll. Yeah,
Yeah,
it did roll
yeah,
2d8.
did.
Sorry. Yeah, so that's 8.
Roll.
8 radiant damage.
Not bad. She's starting to look hurt.
Does she also have
Actually,
the
she's pretty
radiant
hurt.
thing?
Actually, I should probably check, right? No, she doesn't have the radiant thing.
Okay. So then just straight up 8 radiant damage.
Yep, I don't think Beatrice is close enough to finish this off.
We'll see what Beatrice does. Beatrice, what do you do?
I mean,
I
can
can't
you
hear
strike
her.
with a javelin?
Yeah, she can.
Yeah, that's the thing.
That's what she's gonna do. So you see this woman wracked with pain and fear. She's looking around the room. She points to one of the cribs and says, "There, it's there." So she points to the crib in the middle of the room.
Shit.
That
Oh
hits.
wait, I chose the wrong one.
Oh, right.
Wrong button.
Even better. Oh, are you throwing this or
No,
what?
no,
are you-
it's no, no.
Um,
Yeah, no, the first one is correct.
Okay.
So 10. So half, I guess.
Half the damage. Yep.
One more.
One more. All right. Wow. Okay, half the damage. She is still clinging onto the life here, unfortunately. Because of the half damage. So it's 5 plus 6, right? Yeah,
Yep.
that puts her on very, very close to dead. May you have peace in this life or the next. As she wrecks one final time because this is still a banshee. The banshee still has to do something, so she's gonna horrifying visage. To each non-dead creature within 60 feet of the banshee that can see her must succeed on DC 13 Wisdom saving throw. Be frightened for 1 minute.
DC, and I have Beatrice's aura now.
You do. So +5 to each of yours.
That is enough.
That is enough. You as well, Io?
Yay!
Yeah,
Thanks,
there we go.
Beatrice.
It's a half-hearted attempt, apparently, as you've all witnessed enough pain and torture in Barovia to know when this is pain and this is just release that someone wants. Evelyn.
Be free of this world.
The Phantom of
one.
the Opera is here. Okay, so dealing damage first. That is 5. That is not enough to kill her just yet. How do you want to kill?
7.
How do you want to release her from her bonds?
At some point, I think that the last arrow is somewhat enchanted by whatever gives them power.
Mm-hmm.
You know, this is flavor.
I know.
And she shoots it, but it doesn't explode. Her head doesn't explode like usual. It's more of a.
It's a little ethereal mist that just goes as she
It's like
just releases, puts
it's
her
like a
arms.
hand. It's something taking her hand like away to something somewhere else.
Ah, well, you
I
see,
don't know.
yeah, you see tears streaming down this woman's face as she is disappears through the window. Um,
Let's find this book and get out of here. I
you,
had enough.
for a second, also realize that this nun was never there. Was a different timeline. It was a different time.
Wait, what?
Uh,
I'm gonna need a little bit of explanation. What do you mean different timeline?
she was there a long time ago, and you. So here, I'm copying and pasting. One of you see a figure reflected in the window's glass, a nun in white robe standing in the doorway. A look back toward the window reveals nothing there, and the reflection can't be seen. So one of you recall. Actually, Beatrice, you recall the first time you came here, there were these illusions, right? That 1 second you can see it, and another second it's gone.
You mean like the one in the
One that was hanging
hung?
from,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
the one hanging from the. This one is a similar sort of magic.
Huh.
Of
Let's
course.
find this book.
You see that I will be a bit more like in the other room because of my phobia.
Yeah, you're still
So
so
I will
afraid.
just,
You know that this
yeah,
is the
I will
one that.
observe the room.
Yeah, you know that this is the one that you shouldn't be afraid of, but this one is still fearful. So you don't want to explore the one of the other two rooms, or are you just going to stand in here?
I'm just gonna go straight to the infirmary and I'm like I've lost all interest in trying not to taking this lightly.
Okay.
But I thought it was already there, no? The nursery.
Yeah, this is the room you're supposed to be
She
searching. I don't
showed
know.
us.
Yeah, she showed you. There, the crib. So Io, what are you doing?
I'll just follow.
Okay.
Yeah, can I open the door?
Sure. Beatrice, it looks like you're gonna be the one doing this. Because you've got stupid players with you. Nah, I'm just kidding with you. This is the room with a bloodstained table in the middle of an otherwise empty room. You can see this is clearly an operating room.
I'm just gonna like stare in the table and just like do the this isn't right like movement with my head. You know what I'm talking about?
Yep.
Like saying no with my head.
Yep, literally is. This isn't right.
It was in the room with the Banshee. Go look there.
This is very disturbing.
And I'm looking at the left room.
Wow, Evelyn is just ignoring Beatrice full on here.
Like, is
I'll,
there?
I'll go. I'll go into the room with the banshee if she said so.
Wait.
Uh,
Did we didn't search this one?
You didn't search this one, no. You just stood
Fine.
there, watched the banshee disappear, and then walked away. Beatrice
Okay.
walked out of the room and said, "I don't want to go into that room. You search this room."
All
Let
right,
me-
fine. Let's search it.
Okay, so
Investigate.
Io,
let me help you.
yeah, you get advantage.
Oh,
Evelyn,
okay. So I'll roll again just
Yeah.
because advantage.
because advantage.
Now, where is the investigation? There's the investigation. Boom.
There we go.
24.
Going to directly the crib that the banshee had shown you, you see under the rubble there appears to be this book bound and closed, but it is a intricate looking book. What is the description of this book again? The one thing I didn't prepare for today.
Why? Because you thought that this fight will take longer.
No, I completely forgot to look at what the description for the book is. To be honest, magic items. There we go. The Tomb of Strahd.
And
Where are you?
nobody can use it. Woo!
Well, it's locked at the moment. Here we go. So I'm just going to edit some things here because you have not been able to open the book just yet. Cut, and let's paste it there. But I do want to show you the picture. So this is a leather bound book with silver engraving on it. And I am sharing it in the magic items to you. So show to players. The thing called Tome of
The
Strahd.
Tome of Strahd.
You feel this energy. You, even Beatrice, from your distance, can smell Strahd's emanations sort of coming off of it. This is been penned by him, written by him. It's just got the whole sense of pure evil in a book. But somehow
You think
holding it,
it's not?
Evelyn, is
Okay.
calming to you.
To me specifically, or
No, well, you're the one holding it, but I mean, you
is
see,
it locked, or do
oh, it
do
is
we need
locked.
to find a key?
It's locked.
Will the
You
abbot
see these. The lock is an intricate looking lock with these two fanged creatures interlocking over it, the mechanism, and their fangs just making this complicated pattern.
Do you want me to try and open this lock? I can try and pick it.
I don't think that picking a lock would do anything.
But I mean, we can maybe see what is inside the book. What is written down.
I don't know.
We should try, I think. I mean, we're here for this.
Maybe we should try when we get to somewhere safer.
Should we ask the abbot? Maybe he knows where the key is.
I don't know. Do we think he's trustworthy?
I don't
Not
think
really.
he really cares. To be
Okay.
honest.
Let's put it away for now.
Alright, so where are you putting it away?
Want to put it in the backpack?
Alright, sure, yeah.
Do you want to put it in the backpack?
I'll put it in mine. I don't know, like the calm feeling I think I needed to put in the air. I need
Okay.
this information for myself.
Sure, sure.
You all need the information, so Beatrice needs this information, Io needs this information, but
Yeah, I know, but this is like something like
yeah, you just happen to be the first one to touch it. Hey, look at that, actually
Yep.
21 on screen. Why is there 21 on screen? It's probably when I released all of the shadows.
So, are we going to check the last room?
yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Might as
Beatrice,
well.
your heart's still obviously racing from seeing the book, knowing that it was there, exactly where Madame Eva had said it would be. I don't know if I can see Beatrice is sweating profusely. She's shaking a little bit. She
Are you
seems.
okay?
Yeah, it will be okay.
Do you want to make your
Are
check,
you
or
sure?
are you
Yeah,
fine?
yeah, we'll make.
Yeah, I think make your check. I think. Okay, she's fine. Yeah, she just goes, I'm good.
Yeah, walk it off.
Literally. Right, so in this otherwise empty room, you see a raven perching on the windowsill going, suddenly turning around going, ah! Ah!
Is it something you want to show me?
Ah!
Like
The
go up
raven,
to the window to
yep.
like see what he wants me to see.
The raven flies out of the window immediately. Um, or actually, it flies out of the window immediately and then lands on a nearest scarecrow. So there is a garden just below this, and there is a scarecrow that the raven flies towards.
Do you think the raven knows that the key is there?
I don't know. It could be, or it could be completely unrelated. Barovia is full of ravens.
Ravens are spirits. They're not just simple birds.
Not exactly. Ravens carry spirits, but they are not spirits themselves. I don't think the spirit controls the raven. Or am I mistaken,
No,
DM?
you are actually correct there. It is, they carry the spirits.
I would like to check that scarecrow anyways.
Of course. I mean, we could be rather safe than sorry.
Bird, bird, bird.
Well then,
Birdie's the
shall
word.
we return to that madman?
Why not?
I mean, yeah.
Go.
Yeah, back to the abbot.
Yeah, the abbot is.
Well,
Hello.
aren't you just a beacon of patience?
I have nowhere else to be. I am where I must be.
Why are there spirits in your castle?
I do not visit that room often. This is not a castle. This is.
I mean, it's
No.
like
Why
a
do you
castle.
not release these tortured souls?
There were tortured souls in there. I was not aware. I apologize. It seems that you have taken care of them, though. Is this true?
We have granted them peace, yes.
Thank you. A little bit of light is a good thing.
Indeed.
And
Shall we find the Saloonite?
who is Saloonite? Who's a Saloonite? Oh, right.
Saloonite,
Yeah, sorry.
priestess of Saloon.
I was like, who's Saloonite? Then I realized, oh, the word says it all. But yeah,
Yep.
you walk out here on the parapet and you can see there are a bunch of scarecrows all over this area. Looking down, you look back into the courtyard. I just want to see S18. Yeah, so scarecrows line the abbey walls looking outward. They wear tattered chain shirts and carry spears with rusty heads. The courtyard below is blanketed with fog, but you can still see the Mozina creature thing scratching and raving. You hear a bell going off. It's quite loud from where you're standing, and you can hear these from below, just a large yelling of food, food, food,
Oh my gosh.
food. It's like the most horrible sound you've heard in forever.
Probably especially for my sensitive
Yeah,
ears.
for your sensitive ears, it's like a clanging in your ear. Sorry, if headphone users.
I'll just I'll put my fingers in my ears and say, just let's just go faster, please. I cannot take this noise.
The abbot knocks on the door. Obviously, the door was open, but knocks on the door, and opening the door, Beatrice standing next to him, you see in one of the corners Father Aurelius busy feeding one of the mongrel folk. Appears to be a little winged mongrel folk, much younger than you were expecting, and he looks up and says, Beatrice, Beatrice, you have returned.
I'll run inside.
Hmm.
Uh, it's time to leave now. We can go.
My job here is not done, Beatrice. So the other two of you, Evelyn and Io, you see this young man, about 30 to 34 years old, handsome, beautiful, holding this mongrel folk in his hands and patiently feeding it some gruel. I have much to do here. I have to feed every single one of them. Beatrice, you can see his face is a little bit more gaunt than the last time you saw him. And that is where we're
Why?
going to end the session.
Oh, okay.
Before you can say why. But yes,
Disappointed!
Beatrice,
Okay.
Beatrice, you definitely see that he looks a lot thinner than he was a few nights ago. But yes, that is where we'll end our session. Thank you very much. That was very, very interesting.
Well, at least we found what we're looking for.
The Franken animals were cuter. Yes, exactly. At least you found what you were looking for. Made very, very easy.
Basically, progress!
Very much so. Depending on when you open the book, you'll be leveling up on a long rest. because that is a Fortune of Ravenloft. Once you find a Fortune of Ravenloft, you level up. It's as simple as that.
Yay! I get a bard level.
Yeah, multi-classing people can multi-class into what they want to do. Obviously, I'll allow Roland to have his level up as well because it would be pretty stupid if he does not level up. But I'll be back in a second to chat with you guys. Just raiding Cyber Houdini, and I will be right there. Just to hear how the session went. Right. Thank you guys so much for watching. That was a lot of fun. If you're on Twitch's side, please join me for a raid on Cyber Houdini. He is playing GTA San Andreas today, which is really, really awesome. So have a watch, and I'll see you guys next time. Ba 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 ba.